Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about a very powerful and sacred cosmic event. The Sun enters Cancer on June 21st, 2026. And on the same day we have the solstice. This is not just another astrological transit. This is one of the major energetic turning points of the year. The solstice is a moment when the Sun reaches a peak point in the sky. In the northern hemisphere, this is the summer solstice, the longest day and the shortest night of the year. It's a celebration of light, life, warmth, growth, abundance, and solar power. In the southern hemisphere, this is the winter solstice, the longest night and a sacred moment of inner light, rest, reflection, protection, and spiritual renewal. So wherever you are in the world, June 21st is a threshold. This is a doorway. This is a moment when the energy shifts, and astrologically, the Sun enters Cancer, opening Cancer season, a time connected with home, family, emotional security, roots, ancestors, intuition, protection, motherhood, nourishment, and the places where you feel safe. Cancer is a water sign ruled by the moon. So when the Sun enters Cancer, we move from the mental, fast, curious energy of Gemini into something deeper, softer, more emotional, more private, and more intuitive. Gemini asks, what do I think? What do I know? What information do I need? And Cancer asks, what do I feel? Where do I belong? What makes me feel safe? What does my heart need? So this day may bring a shift from the mind into the heart, from noise into feeling, from movement into emotional truth, from external conversations into inner awareness. In this video, we will talk about what the solstice means spiritually and energetically, what happens when the Sun enters Cancer, how long this energy will influence us, what this transit brings collectively, and what it means for each zodiac sign, which house of your horoscope is activated. And at the end, I will share a beautiful solstice ritual you can do to welcome the light and open a new emotional chapter. Please watch for your sun sign, moon sign, and especially your rising sign, because the rising sign usually shows the house placement most accurately. So let's begin. And before we go deeper into the forecast, let me quickly introduce myself if you are new here. My name is Astra. I'm an astrology and numerologist, and on this channel I share astrology forecasts, planetary updates, zodiac predictions, and guidance for important cosmic events. And if you want to receive not just general forecasts for your sun, moon, or rising sign, but personal daily predictions based on your individual date of birth, you can order them on my website, astrocodepro.com. Also, your 2026 personal energy calculation is available absolutely for free. All links will be in the description below this video. And now let's return to the Sun entering Cancer and the powerful solstice energy. The solstice happens twice a year. It is one of the strongest solar turning points. On the solstice, the Sun reaches a symbolic peak or turning point in its yearly journey. In the northern hemisphere, the June solstice is the longest day of the year. The light is at its maximum. The Sun is powerful, visible, radiant, and life-giving. This is why many ancient cultures celebrated the summer solstice as a sacred day of fire, light, fertility, abundance, healing, and gratitude and manifestation. It is a time to celebrate what is growing, to honor the light, to recognize what has reached a peak, and to give thanks for life, warmth, love, protection, and blessings. But the solstice is also a turning point. After this longest day, the light slowly begins to decrease little by little. So even at the peak of light, there is a reminder that life moves in cycles. Growth and rest, expansion and reflection, outer success and inner nourishment, light and shadow. This is a beautiful day for rituals, prayer, meditation, gratitude, intention setting, cleansing, and connecting with nature. On June 21st, 2026, the Sun enters Cancer. This brings Cancer season. The Sun represents life force, vitality, identity, confidence, consciousness, visibility, purpose, and the part of us that wants to shine. Cancer is the sign of home, family, roots, our emotions, memory, intuition, protection, care, mothers and children, our ancestors, private life, and emotional belonging. So when the Sun enters Cancer, the collective focus shifts towards emotional security. We may become more sensitive, more intuitive, more protective, more family-oriented, and more connected to the past. More focused on home, living situations, our parents, children, family patterns, emotional needs, and the question of where we truly belong. Cancer energy is not superficial. It remembers, it feels, it protects, it knows when something is emotionally safe and when it is not. So during Cancer season, we may want to spend more time with our family, improve our home, to cook, to rest, to take care of our loved ones, reconnect with our roots, think about the past, heal old emotional wounds, or create a stronger foundation for the future. But Cancer also has a shadow side. It can bring like moodiness, emotional defensiveness, fear of rejection, attachment to the past, and the desire to hide inside the shell when life feels too intense. So this season asks us to find emotional balance, to honor our feelings without drowning in them, to protect ourselves without closing our hearts, to care for others without abandoning ourselves. The Sun will stay in Cancer from June 21st until July 22nd, 2026. So Cancer season lasts for about 1 month. But the solstice itself is the strongest around June 21st. We may feel this energy a few days before and a few days after, approximately from June 18th to June 24th. This can be an emotional, sensitive, spiritually powerful, and symbolically important period. So pay attention to what happens around these days. The Sun entering Cancer may show us where we need more nourishment, protection, softness, and emotional honesty. And the solstice gives this transition extra power. It turns this moment into a portal, a moment when we can consciously choose what we want to grow in the next season of life. Collectively, the Sun in Cancer may bring focus to home, family, land, real estate, housing, national identity, homeland, borders, protection, food, children and mothers, caregiving, your emotional security, and public feelings. Cancer is a sign connected with the people, the nation, the family system, and collective memory. So during Cancer season, we may hear more news about housing, families, children, food, agriculture, and national security, news about migration, borders, domestic policies, and emotional topics in society. There may be greater sensitivity in the collective mood. People may react more emotionally to some news. The public may want protection, comfort, safety, and stability. On a personal level, this can be a very good time to, for example, reconnect with your family, heal emotional wounds, and spend time near water, cook nourishing food, take care of your body, rest more, create emotional boundaries, make your home more beautiful and peaceful, honor your ancestors, work with inner child healing, listen to your intuition. Cancer season is not always about huge external action. Sometimes it's about returning to the source, returning to the heart, returning to what truly matters. Now let's talk about what the Sun entering Cancer and the solstice may bring for each zodiac sign. Please listen for your Sun, Moon and Rising sign, but especially your Rising sign if you know it. Aries. The Sun enters Cancer and activates your fourth house. This is the house of home, family, parents, roots, emotional security, property, living situation, private life, and your inner foundation. This Cancer season brings attention to your home and family life. You may want to spend more time at home, reconnect with relatives, visit your parents, organize your space, renovate something, redecorate your home, move or think about property matters. This can also be a time when old family memories come up. You may understand something about your childhood, your emotional patterns, or the way your family system shaped you. The fourth house is the most private part of the chart. So Aries, even though you are usually action-oriented and forward-moving, this season may ask you to slow down. The solstice may bring a powerful moment of emotional grounding for you. This is a beautiful time to clean your home, light a candle, call in protection, and set intentions for peace in your family and emotional life. And affirmation for you, Aries. My home is my place of peace, strength and protection. I create emotional safety for myself and my loved ones. Taurus, the Sun enters Cancer and activates your third house. This is the house of communication, messages, documents, learning, any kind of short trips, your siblings and your neighbors, transportation, writing, speaking, and daily connections. So for you, Cancer season may bring more communication with people close to you. You may receive important messages, you may have conversations with siblings or relatives, you may take short trips, you may deal with documents, you may begin learning something new, you may write, speak, teach, record, post and share your ideas. Because this is Cancer energy, conversations may be emotional. You may talk about family, the past, home, children, or personal feelings. Someone close to you may need your support, for example, or you may finally express something that has been sitting in your heart. The third house is also your mind. So this season asks you to notice your thoughts. Are your thoughts nourishing you or making you anxious? Are you speaking with love or from emotional defense? Taurus, the solstice may bring a message, conversation, document, a short trip that opens a new emotional understanding. And affirmation for you, Taurus. My words are kind, clear and powerful. I communicate from the heart and receive the right messages at the right time. Gemini, the Sun enters Cancer and activates your second house. This is the house of money, income, personal resources, possessions, values, self-worth and stability. So for you, Cancer season brings focus on your finances and your sense of security. You may think more about income, savings, expenses, prices, like work income, purchases, and how to create more stability. Because Cancer is an emotional sign, money can be connected with emotional safety now. This can be a good season to create a budget, review your resources, build savings, buy something for the home, or invest in things that support your comfort and your security. The second house is also self-worth. So Gemini, this solstice may remind you that your value is not only what you do, say, or produce. Your value is already within you. And of course, an affirmation for you, Gemini. I am worthy of stability, abundance, and comfort. My resources grow as I honor my true value. Cancer, this is your season. The Sun enters your sign and activates your first house. This is the house of identity, body, your appearance, image, your confidence, personal direction, new beginnings, and the way you show up in the world. So this is like a personal reset for you. The sun returns to your sign once a year, and this begins your solar season, the time when your energy, visibility, and life force begin to rise. You may feel more alive, more visible, more aware of what you want. You may want to change your appearance, start something personal, make a decision about your future, or step into a new version of yourself. And because this happens on the solstice, this is even like more powerful. Cancer. This may feel like a spiritual birthday portal, a moment to call your energy back, a moment to return to yourself, a moment to stop living only for others and remember your own light. And of course, affirmation for your Cancer. I return to myself. I honor my feelings, my body, my path, and my light. A new chapter begins with me. Leo, the sun enters Cancer and activates your 12th house. This is the house of rest, solitude, closure, spirituality, dreams, hidden information, subconscious patterns, healing, retreat, and endings before new beginnings. So for you, Cancer season may feel quieter, more spiritual. Before the sun enters your sign next month, you are completing a solar cycle. This is your time to rest, to reflect, to release, and to prepare. You may feel more tired than usual. You may need more sleep. You may have vivid dreams. You may want to spend time alone. You may feel emotionally sensitive, intuitive, and nostalgic. The 12th house is where we release what we cannot carry into the next chapter. The solstice may bring deep spiritual renewal for you. It is a beautiful time for prayer, meditation, energy cleansing, journaling, and quiet rituals. And affirmation for you, Leo. I release what no longer belongs to me. I rest, heal, and prepare for a powerful new beginning. Virgo, the sun enters Cancer and activates your 11th house. This is the house of friends, groups, communities, social networks, audience, dreams, wishes, long-term goals, and your future plans. So for you, Cancer season brings focus on your social world and your vision for the future. You may reconnect with your friends. You may join a group of some group or community. You may spend more time online. You may receive support from people who care about you. You may think about your long-term dreams and ask yourself whether they still feel emotionally meaningful. Because Cancer is a heart-centered sign, this is not just about networking. It is about belonging. The 11th house is also the house of wishes. So the solstice is a beautiful day for you to make a wish, especially connected with community, friendship, audience, support, and a long-term goal. And of course, affirmation for your Virgo. I am supported by the right people. My dreams grow in loving, safe, and aligned communities. Libra, the sun enters Cancer and activates your 10th house. This is the house of career, reputation, public image, your status, achievements, authority figures, life direction, and professional goals. So for you, Cancer season may bring attention to your career and your public life. You may become more visible, you may receive recognition, you may speak with like a boss, manager, authority figure, or important client. You may think about your professional future and where you are going, like in general. The 10th house is one of the most visible houses of the chart. So Libra, this can be a time when people notice your work. You may launch something publicly. You may take responsibility, you may step into a leadership role, but because this is Cancer energy, career matters may be connected with emotional security, family, home, or the desire to do work that feels meaningful. And affirmation for your Libra. I step into my purpose with confidence. My work is meaningful, visible, and aligned with my heart. Scorpio, the Sun enters Cancer and activates your ninth house. This is the house of travel, foreign countries, higher education, legal matters, publishing, teaching, spirituality, philosophy, faith, and big life vision. So for you, Cancer, season may open like your world. You may plan a trip, you may travel abroad, you may receive news from another country, you may begin studying, you may work with teachers, mentors, legal documents, immigration matters, visas, publishing, or spiritual knowledge. The ninth house asks you to look beyond your current environment. Because Cancer is a water sign, this expansion may feel emotional and intuitive. You may feel called to a place because your soul remembers it. You may reconnect with your roots, homeland, spiritual traditions, or sacred places. The solstice may bring a powerful moment of faith for you, a feeling that life is bigger than your current circumstances. And affirmation for your Scorpio. My world is expanding. I trust the path of wisdom, travel, faith, and spiritual growth. Sagittarius, the Sun enters Cancer and activates your 8th house. This is the house of shared money, loans, debts, taxes, insurance, inheritance, your partner's income, intimacy, trust, secret psychology, and deep transformation. So for you, Cancer season may bring deep emotional and financial themes. You may deal with shared resources, you may talk about money with a partner or your family member. You may organize your debts, taxes, insurance, like bank matters, investments, or financial support. You may also go through emotional transformation connected with trust, intimacy, vulnerability, or letting go. The 8th house is not superficial, it brings what is hidden into the light. So, Sagittarius, the Sun here may illuminate where you need more transparency, where you need more emotional honesty, where you are ready to heal fear, where you need stronger financial boundaries, and where you are ready to trust or where your trust must be rebuilt. Cancer energy makes this deeply emotional. You may realize that money and safety are connected, that intimacy and protection are connected, that your emotional openness requires trust. The solstice may bring a powerful release for you. And now affirmation for you, Sagittarius. I release fear and reclaim my power. I welcome emotional healing, financial clarity, and deep transformation. Capricorn, the Sun enters Cancer and activates your 7th house. This is the house of relationships, marriage, partnerships, clients, contracts, any kind of agreements, negotiations, and important one-on-one connections. So for you, Cancer season puts other people in the spotlight. A partner, spouse, client, business partner, or important person may become central. You may begin a new relationship chapter. You may have important conversations. You may attract new clients. You may sign or discuss agreements. You may make decisions about love, marriage, cooperation, or partnership. Because Cancer is emotional, relationships may feel more sensitive now. People may need more care, tenderness, emotional reassurance, and protection. The 7th house is the mirror. Other people may show you what your heart truly needs. The solstice may bring relationship clarity. And now affirmation for you, Capricorn. I attract caring, honest, and emotionally safe partnerships. My relationships are built on trust, respect, and mutual support. Aquarius, the Sun enters Cancer and activates your 6th house. This is the house of work, daily routine, health, habits, schedule, service, colleagues, your pets, responsibilities, and lifestyle. So for you, Cancer season brings focus on your everyday life, your body, your work routine, your emotional and physical health, your habits, your schedule, your daily responsibilities. You may start a new health routine, for example. You may reorganize your work, you may take care of your nervous system, you may need better sleep, better food, more hydration, more emotional balance, or more supportive daily rituals. At work, you may have more contacts with colleagues, clients, or people who need your support. But Aquarius, remember, service does not mean self-sacrifice. The solstice may help you reset your habits. And now, affirmation for you, Aquarius. My daily life supports my healing, my health, and my peace. I care for my body with love and consistency. And now, Pisces. The Sun enters Cancer and activates your 5th house. This is the house of love, romance, creativity, children, joy, your hobbies, pleasure, art, self-expression, and personal happiness. This is one of the most beautiful placements for you. Cancer is a fellow water sign, so this season may feel emotionally supportive, inspiring, romantic, and creative. You may feel more connected to your heart. You may want to create, love, play, express yourself, spend time with children, enjoy beauty, make art, write, dance, sing, or attend to something that brings you joy. The 5th house is also romance, so Cancer season may bring dating, flirtation, emotional connection, romantic memories, or a deep feeling in love. If you have children, they may become more important during this period. You may spend more time with them or focus on their needs. The solstice may remind you that joy is sacred. Pisces, you do not have to earn happiness. You are allowed to feel alive. You are allowed to create, to be loved. And now, affirmation for you, Pisces. I open my heart to love, joy, creativity, and inspiration. My inner light shines freely. Now let's talk about a simple and beautiful ritual you can do for the solstice. You can do this ritual on June 21st or within 3 days before or after the solstice. You will need a candle, preferably white, gold, yellow, or orange, a glass of water, a notebook or piece of paper, a pen, and if possible something connected with nature like flowers, herbs, a small stone, or a bowl of salt. Because this solstice happens as the Sun enters Cancer, we are working with both elements: fire, the light of the sun, and water, the emotional healing of Cancer. First, prepare a quiet space. You may clean your room, open a window, or take a few moments to make your space feel peaceful. Place the candle in front of you and place the glass of water beside it. Light the candle and take 3 deep breaths. Imagine golden sunlight entering your body through the top of your head. Imagine this light moving into your heart. Then say, I welcome the light. I welcome protection. I welcome healing. I welcome emotional peace. Now take a notebook and write down 2 lists. The first list is called What I'm Ready to Release. Write down anything you no longer want to carry, like fear, emotional heaviness, old family pain, self-doubt, exhaustion, guilt, attachment to the past, relationships that drain you, habits that do not support your peace. And then write the second list, what I'm ready to grow, and write down what you want to invite into your life. Peace, love, protection, health, family harmony, a safe home, emotional stability, abundance, confidence, creativity, new light, new beginnings, something like that. After that, place your hands around the glass of water and imagine the light from the candle entering the water and say, this water holds light, healing, and protection. May my heart be peaceful. May my home be blessed. May my path be guided. May I grow only what is aligned with love. Then take a small sip of the water. You can also use the rest to water a plant, for example, like symbolically giving your intentions to life. Then look at the candle and say your solstice affirmation. I honor the light within me. I release what no longer nourishes my soul. I welcome protection, peace, love, and emotional renewal. My home, my heart, and my path are blessed. So it is. Let the candle burn safely for a little while. If you wrote a release list and you can safely burn it, you may burn it carefully in a fire-safe bowl. If not, you may tear it into small pieces and throw it away outside your home. Keep your intentions list somewhere special. You can return to it throughout Cancer season. My beautiful souls, June 21st, 2026 is a powerful turning point. The sun enters Cancer. Cancer season begins, and the solstice opens a sacred portal of light, renewal, protection, and emotional truth. This is a moment to pause, to listen to your heart, to honor your feelings, to reconnect with your home, your family, your roots, your ancestors, your intuition, and your inner sense of safety. This is a very beautiful time to cleanse your home, to connect with nature, to spend time near water, light a candle, write your intentions, and choose what kind of emotional foundation you want to build for the next chapter of your life. And remember, not every transformation begins loudly. Sometimes a new life begins when you finally feel safe enough to listen to your heart. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and write in the comments what is your zodiac sign and which house is the sun in Cancer activating for you. I always love reading your comments. Thank you for being here with me. I'm sending you love, light, warmth, protection, and beautiful solstice blessings. May your home be peaceful. May your heart be protected. May your intuition guide you. May your inner light grow stronger every day. See you in the next videos, and bye bye. Mwah.